In this video, I'm going to go over steps I went through to make this flag. Now, there are a ton of videos out there, people making these flags, and I watched a lot of them and took most of my design and my tasks and my technique off of those videos. However, I still made a ton of mistakes. It's my first flag. So I will get into that in the video. I will explain the things I learned at the end of making this flag and the things I would do differently. And then perhaps in the future, I will make another flag and improve on my technique. So with that, let's get into the video. So I'm using a single board. It's a 1 by 10 by 10 piece of white lumber. And I'm just cutting it down to size for the build. Then I would go to the table saw, set it up properly for my build to the right height, and then I will rip it down to size and get all of my individual pieces cut and put aside. One thing to be very careful with on these store-bought pieces of lumber, make sure you get these staples out of the end. And now for a quick sanding, making it look all nice. And now just getting ready for the burning process here, putting the burn on the boards to give that nice look and feel, rustic look and feel. For me, this was a bit of a process because it's a brand new torch in bottle I have, but they would not let me burn vertically. I had to horizontally stand everything up and do it. And I ended up having to get a glove because it was a little warm on the bottom as I was burning, and then flipping it over and doing the top. So it was a bit of a process. It all ended up fine. It looked good when I got done. It was, again, my first time doing this, so it was a learning process to get there. Burn the ends as well, and all good. After the burning process, now I have to arrange the boards such that the grains and the knots are not all clustered together. So I'm just kind of moving things around, make it all look good. Once I have them all kind of arranged, I just put a square edge on this side, straight edge, and now I'm measuring out for the union so that we can move those boards around and get them stained a proper color. So again, just making sure my straight edge was there, marking out exactly where everything was. It wasn't a difficult process, but I just made double sure on everything I was doing to make sure it all would be lined up correctly. So here's a beginner mistake. I forgot to actually record the first piece where I nailed in a bunch of these razor blades to separate the different parts of the flag while I was doing the staining. So where you see me coming back with the blue up to a certain point, those are razor blades that I put into the actual wood so they would separate out. And it all looks good, so it ended up working well. So here I am just kind of coloring the blue for the union. Next is glue up time. So everything's painted now and ready to go. I let all the stain kind of cure overnight, and now I came back and decided to glue everything up. Going to be using my handy dandy little glue spreader here. Yep, that's it. This was my first time gluing up a big piece like this, many parts and pieces. So I had my clamps down there ready to go. And once I got them all kind of flipped over, I did a number of test runs to make sure that everything was lined up correctly. I was moving things around. And yeah, you'll see a little mistake here in a second. Oops, it fell over. That's terrible. Okay, so I had to get it all lined up and screwed down. So it was back and forth, and then cleaning up all the squeeze out I had on the top so that it wouldn't be there when it came time to doing the other pieces and parts. So there is a mistake here that I will show you in the later part of this video, but just kind of keep an eye out and be aware that there's a mistake here. So now I've let the glue all cure up very well, so it's been overnight, and now it's all nice and dry, so it's ready to prepare for the union cutout, the stars, how to get those all cut out and done. So it looks good at this point. I was happy with the way it was turning out, but you'll find out here shortly that the stars was a bit of a project on its own. So, but yeah, it was a good learning experience, and I'll kind of show you the outcome here shortly. So getting ready for the Dremel tool to be able to cut out the stars on the stencil. And here we are going to it. So it was quite a bit of a process. It didn't turn out very well. I have a little bit of a short clip showing you what it looks like at the end. And here's what it looks like coming out. You'll see here in a second that it just didn't turn out very well. I don't know, some things I did wrong, but you'll take this look at it here shortly. See there, it's kind of all burnt out and chipped and stuff. It just doesn't look good. Another mistake, see how the boards are not aligned very well. Some of them are kind of coming up a little bit. That was a big mistake when I was doing my glue up. I did not have a pressure point or a block on top of them to keep them kind of firmed up. And it caused the stars to get all kind of messed up as well. So here's the final product. So I hope you like this video. It looks okay from a distance. I put a coat of poly on it. I've got it hung in my shop right now. So it was a really good project, a good learning experience, a lot of mistakes made, a lot of learning, but that's all good. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd ask you to click the like button and give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.